Hello students, welcome to all and Om Shanti. I hope all of you are confined to your homes, safe and healthy. Now I am going to discuss second chapter, acids, bases and salt. It is very important chapter. You might have studied this in 7th class also. In that class you learnt about the elementary ideas of acids, bases and salt. But in 10th class you will get to know the chemical properties of these substances, preparation of some important compounds from them and their uses. Even in standard 11 and 12 you will study about it with more details. Dear student, you always get questions related to acids and base in various competitive exams. Before proceeding further, I suggest you to learn how to write molecular formula of compounds. Why am I telling you so? Because all of you know how to answer different types of question in chemistry. You always write answer either in one formula or in one chemical equation or in one or two sentences. Therefore, first you must learn how to write the molecular formula of compound. Then this chapter will be more easier. Now come to the main topics: acid, bases and salts. First of all, we learn about the acid and base, then salt, because salt is combination of acid and base. When acid and bases are treated together, reacted together, then we get a chemical substance that is called salt along with water. So, without knowing the acid and base, you can't understand easily about the salt. So, first of all, try to learn the acid and base. Dear guys, just think over it. The all chemical substances classified in different way on the basis of interparticular space and intermolecular forces. The substance classified as solid, liquid and gas. Further, substance classified on the basis of component as element, compound and mixtures. Even in first chapter of 10th class, you classified the substance as oxidizing agent and reducing agent. So, here all chemical substances are classified as acid, bases and salt on the basis of nature of the substance. So, there are three techniques on the basis of it we can recognize about the acid, base and salt. Around us various chemical substances we use in daily purpose also. So, today you will be familiar which one compound come under acidic substance, which one come under the basic substance. So, just you take the three technique to identify that acid and base. The first technique in aqueous form. Aqueous form means when the chemical substance dissolve into water, that is known as aqueous form. So, whenever acidic substance dissolve into water, that gives hydrogen ion. And basic substance that dissolve into water, that gives the hydroxyl ion. So, just remember, acid furnish hydrogen ion on dissolving into water, while base furnish hydroxyl ion in water. In some books, H plus also written as H3O plus. This is called hydronium ion. This is called hydronium ion. In fact, the H plus in water is very unstable. So, that H plus combined with water that convert into the hydrogen ion. So, either you say H plus or hydrogen ion, that is same things. Now, second technique, litmus papers. There are two type litmus paper, blue litmus paper and red litmus paper. In lab you might have seen that blue litmus paper and red litmus paper. So, it is also indicator. In next class I will discuss about the indicator in detail, and you also know indicator is the chemical substance by sharp color change. We identify the acidic and basic substance. And third technique is taste. Any acidic substance, if you take in your tongue, then you taste, that is sour in taste. So, acidic substance sour in taste, while base, whenever you taste that bitter in taste, you feel bitter in taste. And related to litmus paper, when red litmus paper touch into any basic substance, that turns into blue colors. So, about acid, blue litmus paper turns into red color, and in case of base, when red litmus paper touch into base, that convert into blue in color. So, on the basis of these three techniques, you can identify the given acid, given compound is acidic or basic in nature. So, one scientist named Arrhenius. Arrhenius was first scientist who tried to define the acid and basic substance on the basis of these three techniques. If you combine all the three characteristics, then you can easily define the acidic substance and basic substance. So, just I am going to repeat it. In case of acid, in aqueous form, that gives the hydrogen ion, and blue litmus paper touch into the acidic substance, that turns into red colors and sour in taste. So, now you can easily define the acidic substance, that is the Arrhenius definition. Those chemical substance which gives hydrogen ion on dissolving into waters, blue litmus paper turns into red color and sour in taste. Again I am repeat this definition: those chemical substance which gives hydrogen ion on dissolving into waters, blue litmus paper turns into red color and sour in taste. The same way you can define the basic substance, those chemical substance which gives hydroxyl ions, and blue litmus paper turns into red litmus paper turns into blue color. Red litmus paper turns into blue color, and bitter in taste and soapy in touch, that is slippery. When wet finger touch to the any basic substance, you feel the like soap. So, that is why I am saying the soapy in touch. Followed? So, you can define the acidic and basic. And about the salt, I told you, when acidic and basic substance reacted together, the produced substance is known as salt. So, in short you can say salt consists of acid and base, or in other words you can say the salt is resultant of combination of acid and base. So, first you have to know about the acid and base, then it will be easier to know and write the various example of salt. So, just I am going to write some example of acidic substance. First example you can take hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, third you can take nitric acid. There are so many chemical substance comes under the acidic in nature. Nitric acid, and someone use in practical life, even in your home kitchen some acidic substance present, and other you can take carbonic acid. Phosphoric acid, these are common. So, from lower classes you know the name or formula of this compound, phosphoric acid. If you do not know the writing the formula, you must learn the formula of this chemical substance, phosphoric acid, and another you can take acetic acid. So, formula you can write hydrochloric acid, HCl. So, it is found in human stomach as a gastric gas, and sulfuric acid, H2SO4. It is also known as king of chemicals, very important acid. Nitric acid, that is HNO3. Carbonic acid, you know the formula H2CO3. Phosphoric acid, H3PO4, and acetic acid, CH3COOH. This is the formula, some formula of the acidic substance. Here these 4 acid known as mineral acid. And it is known as organic acid. So, one thing no more, the acidic substance also classified as natural acid. First one you can write natural acid. Which one naturally occurs? There are so many examples. You maybe know the citric acid, that is found in all citrus fruit like lemon, orange, grapes likewise, and in guava you know oxalic acid, it is also natural occurring. Malonic acid is found in apples, in curd, that is lactic acid. So, these acid are naturally occurred, so you can keep it as a natural acid, and some acid are found from minerals or rocks, that is known as mineral acid. It is written here mineral acid, and some acid also known as the organic acid. Organic acid means it is found in plant or animals, means plants or animals, that is living organism. That is why it is known as organic acid, and these acid are obtained from non-living organism. So, it is known as inorganic, it is also known as inorganic acid. So, you also categorize the acid in 3 categories: the natural acid, inorganic acid, and organic acid. You in natural acid you can write the oxalic, citric acid and tartaric acid. You know where it is found? Tartaric acid. It is found in tamarind, and citric acid, that is obtained from citrus fruit, all citrus fruit, that is found. Later on I will write the formula also. So, just you learn the example of acid and base. In other way, you must know some acid also known as stronger acid, and some acid and another term associated with acid, that is weaker acid. Here two terminology again, stronger acid and weaker acid. The stronger acid means that one completely dissociate into ion, means that is 100% ionized. 100% ionized means suppose the 100 molecule acidic substance associated, whenever it is dipped into the water, all molecule of acid is split into ion, then you can say it is 100% ionizable. So, 100% ionizable acid are known as stronger acid, and which one partially ionized, suppose 100 molecule some acid associated together, whenever it is dissolved into water, only few molecule dissociate into ion and other is undissociated. You can say that comes under the weaker acid. So, first three HCl, sulfuric acid and nitric acid, all these three you recall as stronger acid, and rest three you can recall as weaker acid. You can write weaker acid, carbonic acid, phosphoric acid and acetic acid. There are so many examples which comes under the stronger acid, and various example comes under the weaker acid. So, only few example you know, so that you can write the various example of salt also. That is why you recall likewise some stronger acid, hydrochloric, sulfuric, nitric acid, some weaker acid, carbonic acid, phosphoric acid and acetic acid. Now, come to the another chemical substance, that is the base. So, you can take the some example of base also. I think all of you have written all that thing. Now, some example of base like sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, and you take another example like calcium hydroxide, you take few more example like ammonium hydroxide, zinc hydroxide. You also write the formula of this compound. Sodium hydroxide, all of you know, tell NaOH, potassium hydroxide KOH and magnesium hydroxide MgOH whole 2 and calcium hydroxide CaOH whole 2, like ammonium hydroxide NH4OH and zinc hydroxide ZnOH whole 2. As you recall, as a stronger acid and weaker acid, the same way you must know the stronger base and weaker base. The first four example comes under a stronger base. The meaning is same, that base which one 100% is split into ion into water, that is known as stronger base. That means completely ionized. And here last two example come under weaker base. These base are partially ionized. Some common name also, you must recall the commercial name of some compound, because in objective question this one asks the sodium hydroxide, that is called caustic soda, and potassium hydroxide, that is potash soda, magnesium hydroxide commercial name milk of magnesia, and calcium hydroxide, that commercial name slackline. So, you must recall that one also, even in your book table that one given. So, just try to recall that one, it will be better for objective questions. So, just you learn some example of some stronger acid, weaker acid, the similarly stronger base and weaker base. And in next class I will discuss about it, the salt also. Only just you know, just I define the salt, combination of acid and base known as salt. For example, you take one example of acid HCl and one example of base sodium hydroxide. So, from acid that comes H plus, and from base that comes as OH minus. H plus and OH minus opposite in charge, that one combine as water, and this sodium and chlorine combine as a sodium chloride, and this OH minus and H plus that form water. So, this compound is known as salt. That is why I told the salt is resultant of combination of acid and base. If you recall the stronger acid, weaker acid, stronger base and weaker base, then you will get the different kinds of salt also, that will be easier for you. So, just you try to recall the stronger acid and weaker base. So, next class I will discuss about the salt, then it will be easier for you to write the formula of the common salt or normal salt. Just you say normal salt, or even sometimes it is known as neutral salt, and other acidic salt and basic salt. So, that one will be discussed in next class. So, one thing more you try, just you know, the here acid base definition is given by Arrhenius. In 11th class you also learn the definition for acid and base by other scientists like Bronsted-Lowry concept, Lewis acid base concept. So, here in 10th class only you have to know the definition as a Arrhenius concept, and that is already defined. So, just it is homework for you, recall some stronger acid, weaker acid, stronger base and weaker base. So, further next class I will discuss, that will be easier for you. So, thank you and welcome for next class.